Echoes of the Great War. A promise whispered on the wind, a name faded with time, almost forgotten by the world, a village lost to maps, erased by the passage of years. A love letter, its words stained with mud and blood, yet still carrying the weight of a promise. This, my friends, is where our story begins. Not with dates and treaties, but with the echo of a single life. A love story silenced by the guns of war, a tale of hope and heartbreak. The Great War. A conflict so vast, so devastating, it was unimaginable, unthinkable, until it wasn't. It reshaped the world, leaving scars that would never fully heal. This young man, barely a man at all, carried this letter close to his heart. A token of love, a promise to return, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. A promise broken on the fields of France, where dreams were shattered and futures were lost. His story, while unique, echoes the millions of untold stories. Whispers of lives lost, futures unwritten, dreams unfulfilled. This documentary, this journey into the past, is their story. It is a testament to the human cost of conflict, a reminder that behind every statistic, every battle plan, lies a beating heart, a life forever changed. We will journey beyond the history books, past the generals and politicians, into the lives of those who lived through it. We will meet the mothers and fathers, the lovers and children whose lives were forever altered by the shadow of war, whose stories deserve to be told. Join me, won't you, as we unearth the echoes of their lives, the whispers of their stories, lost but not forgotten, bringing their voices back to life. Echoes of the Great War. The world ignited. Remember, war is not confined by borders, by maps and lines drawn in the sand. It transcends these boundaries, reaching far beyond the initial spark. The flames of conflict, once ignited, spread with terrifying speed, consuming all in their path. They leave behind a trail of destruction and sorrow, altering the course of history. While we often picture muddy trenches and battles fought on European soil, the truth of the Great War is far more expansive. It was a conflict that touched every corner of the globe, reshaping nations and lives. From the deserts of Africa to the mountains of Asia, the reverberations of this conflict were felt across the globe. Soldiers from diverse backgrounds found themselves in unfamiliar lands, fighting a war that was not their own. Young men, promised glory and adventure, found themselves thrust into a foreign war, fighting for empires that seemed a world away. Their dreams of heroism quickly turned into a harsh reality of survival. Colonies, already struggling for independence, were further ravaged by the demands of war, their resources depleted, their people sacrificed. The war exacerbated their struggles, leaving lasting scars. The story of the Great War is not just a European story, it is a global tragedy, a tapestry woven with the threads of countless cultures and nations. Each thread tells a unique story of loss, resilience, and hope. We will hear from historians and descendants, piecing together the forgotten narratives of those who fought on distant battlefields. Their sacrifices often overlooked, their stories waiting to be told. These voices from the past offer us a deeper understanding of the war's true impact. Echoes of the Great War, ghosts of Verdun. Verdun. The very name evokes images of unimaginable horror, of a landscape scarred beyond recognition, a place where the earth itself seemed to cry out in agony. Here in the trenches of northeastern France, the very soul of humanity seemed to wither under the relentless barrage of artillery fire, day after day, night after night. For over 300 days and nights, French and German soldiers clashed in a battle of attrition that defied all reason, claiming hundreds of thousands of lives, leaving behind a legacy of sorrow and loss. Imagine, if you will, the deafening roar of the guns, the air thick with smoke and the stench of death, a cacophony of chaos that never seemed to end. Imagine the terror of living in a hole in the ground, the constant threat of sniper fire and poison gas, the ever-present fear that each breath could be your last. Through letters, diaries, and first-hand accounts, we will hear the voices of the men who endured this hell on earth, their words painting a vivid picture of courage, despair, and the bonds forged in the crucible of combat, bonds that would last a lifetime. We will delve into the psychological toll of trench warfare, the shell shock that haunted survivors long after the guns fell silent, a haunting that would follow them to their graves. Through their stories, we begin to understand the true cost of Verdun, a cost measured not only in lives lost, but in the shattered spirits of a generation forever marked by the ghosts of Verdun.